we have a small agenda tonight, only 2 cases, 1 continued case and 1 new case. There are agendas up here, if anybody would like an agenda, or outside by the door. I'll ask everybody to turn off their cell phones so they're not ringing during the meeting. And I'm going to ask for a motion to approve the minutes from the last meeting.
So moved.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, thank you. All right, and I'll introduce the members of the board. To my right, Bob Signetti, John Bowner. Why do I always do that? Ken Schultz, our clerk tonight. I'm Becky Kilborn. Jeff Sauer, Ken Jarvanian, and Corinne Doherty. The procedure for tonight's meeting will be, our clerk will read the notice of the hearing. Oh, and then from Code Administration tonight, we have Dave Harris, who we haven't had here for a while, and our secretary, Kathy Archambault. And I will read the notice. I will have the clerk read the notice of the hearing and ask the applicant to come up and speak in the microphone and present their information. Then we will go to the board to ask questions of the applicant. Then we'll go to the audience for any comments or questions from the audience. And then we'll go back to the board for deliberations. And based on the questions or comments from the members of the board, I'll give you your options for moving forward. And is that it? I think we're ready to go.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Our first case is Robert Ringhoff, docket number 19-4827, requesting a dimensional variance from side and rear setbacks for an addition in accordance with Section 7, Table 2 of the Danvers zoning bylaws at 56 Wenham Street.
Good evening.
Hello.
Again.
How are you?
How are you?
How's everyone?
Good.
So I think, well, I don't know if you.
We got new plans.
So during that period, we met with the architect. We moved the garage 3 feet to the south.
Okay.
If you have it closer to the driveway. And that, I would hope, gets us to, I know we had an issue of the 7'3" last time and then the overhang. So, you know, by moving that, we've actually gained a foot on that. And the overhang is not 2 feet, it's 16 inches, so.
16 inches. Okay. All right. So just to review, we didn't really have an issue with the addition that was behind the house, the new addition. The question was with regard to the 24 by 26 foot garage, where you only had a 7.3
Right.
from the rear lot line.
Right.
Okay. So you've now moved that forward?
We've moved it forward into the driveway.
Okay.
3 feet.
3
So it's
feet.
3 feet away from that back property line now. 3
Okay.
feet in addition to it.
3 feet more.
Yes.
So 10.3, but you do still have a 16-inch
16, yeah.
overhang, so it's more like 10 feet.
9 feet.
I mean, excuse,
No,
9 feet.
4.
9 feet.
Yeah, somewhere around that.
Do we have anywhere that it's written down?
I don't see it.
Okay. Okay. And is that it? So
Yep.
that was basically what you did, you moved the garage forward?
Correct, yeah, we moved the whole garage forward 3 feet.
Okay, all right. And the rear setback is 20 feet, so now you're at about 9 something. Okay. I'm going to start with Bob.
Yeah, my problem is, where does it show that?
On the plot plan, maybe I'm missing something
The
here.
new,
So our
What page is it on? It says,
plot plan, so we were under, I thought you had told us that we could work off the existing plot plan as long as we made the.
I think Rich said that would be fine. Is it-
Correct. So
Yeah,
that's what we did, yeah, I didn't have.
so we have to work off of this 3 feet
oh, all
that's
right,
right
we gotta
here.
get that one.
I got this. I got this one.
No,
Oh, all
the
right.
old plot plan,
Yeah.
but the new building plan,
Did.
yeah.
Yeah, this new
We
plan is
have the
3
new
feet
building
right there.
plan. We got it, everybody got it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for getting it to us early, so that we could look at it. So,
He's
The
gonna
correct
be
plan,
9
but from here, we move it the 3 feet. Okay, all right, perfect.
He went 3
Yeah,
feet.
all right.
so Dave, are
Using
you
the,
understanding what happened?
Yeah, it appears that the garage is gonna be pushed 3 feet forward.
Right, so we have the original
We
plot
have the
plan.
original plot plan, but we don't
but
have
the
the plot
garage,
plan showing the 3 feet.
Right.
We do have the building plans showing that. Yep.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Okay, I don't have any other questions, and now that I see it.
So you would take it, a condition that this isn't any closer than 9.3 feet from the lot line? I have no further questions.
Thank you. So David, you're okay with working off of this as long as they sign off on this?
Yeah, we should be okay.
Okay, okay, I have no further questions.
I have no questions. I have no questions.
Corinne?
I have no questions either.
Okay, and I don't have any questions either. I mean, you have a buffer in the back anyway, so, okay, are there any questions or comments from the audience? No? Okay, back to the board.
With the change, I will vote for this.
Yeah, I thank the applicant for adjusting his plan and taking the condition, and I would vote for this too.
I would vote for this.
I will vote for this. I would vote for this too.
I will vote for this.
And I'll vote for this one, too. You know, I appreciate that you took the time to do this with the architect and get it to us on time. And, you know, we are aware that there's this buffer behind your house anyway, so we know that it's 9 feet, but,
I remarked it, so I didn't want to be able to come out.
yeah, so we're good. And can I have a motion?
I move that the board grant the variance to allow the new setbacks as shown on the revised plan to be, what, 9.3?
No closer than 9.
No closer than 9.3, and what's the other setback?
9 feet.
The side setback we don't need?
No.
Well, that would,
That was okay.
why don't you just
was
refer to the
just-
plan?
Right.
The date of that plan.
All right, what's the date?
July 15th, 2019.
Got that? The hardship is the placement of the house on the lot. This condition does not affect other properties or structures in the same zoning district. A liberal enforcement of the zoning bylaws would involve a substantial hardship to the applicant. Granting this variance will not create a substantial detriment to the public good and will not nullify or substantially derogate to the intent or purpose of the zoning bylaws.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, you're all
Good luck.
set.
Good luck.
Dave, you were gonna meet with him? Okay.
Wait.
Just wait in the hallway and Dave will come out. Thank you very
Good luck.
much. Good night. Okay, Mr. Clerk, we're ready.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Our final case, Brian Oliver, docket 19-4836, requesting a dimensional variance from side setbacks from 15 feet to 8.6 feet, includes trim, in accordance with Section 7, Table 2 of the Danvers zoning bylaws at 7 Glendale Drive.
Hi.
Hi, Dwight.
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you.
So just tell us what you'd like to do.
I'm proposing to do an addition of, enlarge a garage that's existing there at the property now. But I noticed a typo.
Okay.
It says on the docket,
On the plot plan or the,
it's on the plot plan, the back corner, that's the measurement from the foundation, the outer edge of the foundation to
This.
the property line. It's 8.6 feet. That doesn't include the trim. But
Application,
Yes.
Rich,
filled out, he has it from 15 to 8.3 feet.
That's okay. We'll go by the plot plan.
so you just tell us what you want to do and we're okay because,
if I
build a garage,
the trim is gonna extend out.
okay.
8 point, actually, it's gonna be 3.5 more inches. Well, it's gonna be 8 feet, 2.5 inches.
Okay, so you gave us this plot plan and it says it's 8
That's the
Foundation.
wall.
8 feet 6 inches, okay? And that's to the foundation.
That's the
And how
foundation.
much is your overhang?
3.5 inches.
Yeah, detail right here.
3.5 inches, okay. So it's gonna be 8
8
feet 2.5 inch,
2.5 inches.
8 feet 2.5 inches.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
R2. R2.
All right.
3.
Not 10, 2.
And your side setback under your R2 is 15
15.
feet. Most of us probably went out and looked at it. I looked at it. I hate the numbering on that street. It drives me crazy. So, okay. Is there anything else? You just want a bigger garage?
I want a bigger garage.
Okay. Corinne?
Put that vote in, huh?
I want to keep my wife's car in the garage all the time now.
Yeah, so she doesn't have to clear it off in the winter.
Unfortunately, my wife passed away in March.
Oh,
Sorry to hear
And
that.
this is a car that she bought on her own. It's the first car she ever bought all on her own.
oh,
She was a school teacher, and she got a second master's degree, and she wants to get a new car, so she bought it all on her own. She applied for the loan, she got it all on her own. So I want to keep the car, I want to keep it out of the elements,
oh.
and,
It's a tribute to her.
Very nice.
Very nice.
and I want to keep the boat out of the garage also.
Okay. All right, we're going to start with Corinne.
I do not have any questions right now.
Okay.
Is it one door on the garage?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, because, yeah, it looks like, how wide is it? 20, how wide is it? 24.9. Yeah, one door. Yeah, I have no other questions.
24 by 40, 25 by 40.
Right,
It's deep,
deep.
Deep.
yeah. Okay.
I have no questions, Madam Chairman. I mean, there's no other logical place for the garage to go.
Yeah, okay. Ken?
I have no questions. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't have any questions either.
I'm just curious, why'd you go with one big door instead of 2 doors?
I didn't want to have a restriction what to call them, the separation of the two doors. You know, backing the boat in and,
Okay, I was just curious. I have no other questions.
Okay. Are there any questions or comments from the audience? I see neighbors. If you, Mr. Zubrick. We'll let him talk and then I'll call on you.
You recognize me, so giveaway. I believe that our neighborhood has been very cohesive. We've all lived in the neighborhood for, well,
31 years.
you got 31, we got 40. Chike was there before that.
It's my wife's grandparents' house.
Okay, all right.
So the neighborhood has always been very cooperative. And just to give you a simple comparison, my garage, or the bump out of my garage, is 9 feet away from Brian's property line. So the neighborhood has been growing. The families are moving in, they're getting bigger, and I think this is a good addition, and it's a good purpose for the neighborhood, because that takes the boat away from the backyard, which I used to have 3 boats before, and
Yeah.
I took them all to the dump.
Okay.
So thank you.
Can you just give your address for the secretary?
9 Glendale Drive.
Okay.
You know the
And you're in
address.
favor
Yes,
of this? Thank you. All right.
both of us are. If he wants to go home, listen to this.
Would you like to speak?
We are at 33 Glendale Drive, and we're just here to say that
And
we
your
support-
name?
Nicholas Cohn,
Okay.
and we are here to support this
support?
100%. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, so you got good support from the neighbors, so that's good. All right, well, back to Corinne.
I will vote for this.
I would vote for this too. Sorry.
I will vote for this.
Okay,
I will vote for this. I can see the hardship of the size of this lot.
yeah.
Yeah, this seems like a modest change. I would vote in favor of this.
I'll vote for this.
Okay, all right, so the only change we have is the, do you have it on the plot plan, that, it's good, the change?
8 feet,
8
2.5.
feet, 2.5, okay.
8 point, what is it, 8?
8 feet, 2.5,
All right.
okay.
Madam Chairman, I move that the board grant the variance for allowing a side setback of 8 feet 2.5 inches. The hardship again is the location of the house on the lot. This condition does not affect other properties or structures in the same zoning district. The little enforcement of the zoning bylaws would involve a substantial hardship to the applicant. Granting this variance will not create a substantial detriment to the public good and will not nullify or substantially derogate from the intent or purpose of the zoning bylaws.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, thank you. So you could just meet with Dave Harris, all right? Is there any other business? We said 15 minutes, all right. Can I have a motion?
We're done.
Madam Chair, I move that we adjourn.
All right, good night, Danvers. Thank you.
Good night.
No.